credits. If you can of Star Wars after the last trailer vid, we're back for more Star Wars.
It'll be kind of an extended cut discussion. Mainly, I have an interesting aspect that I wanted to ask Kevin about.
Really?
You had to ballpark how much money Star Wars will make in the opening weekend.
You're going to have to give me a few
Figures?
numbers here. You're going to have to give me some comparative numbers. What did Avengers make?
Okay, you're talking upwards of 100 million.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now.
Give me what did Fury Road make?
I can't tell you specifics. I will say this. You're asking May.
Uh-huh.
The numbers in December are not going to be May numbers normally.
It's Star Wars. They'll be fine.
We're not talking that yet. I'm saying normally. Winter has a case, and pre-holiday winter has a case where people are holding money tighter. People are not traveling yet, but it's close enough to the holiday where they're not necessarily going out to see movies. Now, yes, this is Star Wars, so yes, this is going to make money, but people were arguing, is it not going to set huge records because of when they're releasing it? Now,
Possibly.
what if you ballpark an idea, and I'll put it this way, over 100 million, they were talking about 150 million being a stretch because of December.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I can see that. I would say 120, 125.
Now I'm going to give you another stat.
Okay.
The Hunger Games
Uh-huh.
set a record for the most pre-sold tickets ever.
Uh-huh.
They don't give out the number, they just say who
The
set
first
the
one or
record.
third one?
That I'm not sure of. One of the most recent ones. The third one comes out this year, so it could have been the second one. Either way. One of the Hunger Games movies, released in December, set the record for the most pre-sold tickets ever. Last Monday night, Star Wars not only released the trailer, released pre-sale tickets. In one night, AMC, Fandango, and all these sites crashed because of the traffic for this. Now, here's the number, Kevin. Here's the number. We don't know what the record is. Star Wars sold 8 times the record in one night. In one night, they sold 8 times what the record was for whatever Hunger Games movie was.
As I was saying before, last video, you've got some IPs that are juggernauts.
I would stop right there, though. My next question to you is, how much money do you think they're going to make on opening weekend?
Given that,
Yes.
opening weekend,
Yes.
200?
I mean, it's a realistic thought to think there's literally a chance that they're going to make $200 million on opening weekend, and that's insane.
It's Star Wars.
That's insane.
Now, to get back to what I was saying, before Sarah interrupted me with vulgar money
No,
talk.
the whole point of this thing is I wanted to tell you 8 times.
Yes, I agree.
I know it's a huge IP. I understand. I would have never thought they would have sold 8 times what the record was in one night.
See, that's the thing. The one I want to get back to here is Disney has done a magnificent job over the last decade.
Oh,
They have done.
Their acquisitions.
Marvel, the stuff that they've bought, the
ESPN.
companies that they picked up.
Now, Lucasfilm.
Lucasfilm. Now, huge. Star Wars is one of, if not the largest IP
Ever. Well, people would argue that Tolkien, maybe, but I understand what you're saying.
In terms of raw dollars and cents.
Oh, I agree.
Star Wars, Star Trek. What else
To me, that's not even the same argument. Star Wars to me is such a bigger and more money IP than Star Trek.
Well, my point is that it's one of the major players.
Okay,
when you talk about the biggest IPs ever,
Yeah,
you talk about Star Wars, you talk about Star Trek, you talk about
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who, huge IP, although they're sort of their own weird thing.
But, I mean, that's
and over here in the States, they're not quite as big.
I don't know about that.
But, point being, Star Wars is like the king of IPs. It's right behind Marvel and DC Comics, in my opinion. It is that huge. It is probably one of the, if not the largest. I'm sure there's a bigger one, and I could think of it, but it's escaping me right now, and it's probably fairly obvious what it is. However, Star Wars has got to be one of the top three ever.
And I mean, now, like I said, now there are new books coming out that are expanding. Now there are comics through Marvel that are leading into stories that are going to be in The Force Awakens. Or leading into stories that take place right after The Force Awakens. So it's like, it's even getting bigger. And they just eliminated a lot of stuff that made it so big. Like, a lot of stuff that happened pre-Episode 7, which is the one coming out, it's not canon now. Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon, is canon. All of these books that are coming out now are canon. And what I mean by canon, if you don't know, is they take place in this universe. Some of those other Star Wars stories where, like, Chewbacca was killed because a moon hit him on a planet, which is part of a story, isn't canon. That doesn't exist. That's not a thing. So there's a lot of that people know in the background, like Knights of the Old Republic, the game. That wasn't. I don't think that's canon now. That's not something that actually happened.
Well, the Knights of the Old Republic takes place like 10,000 years before the original Star Wars.
I agree. I'm just saying, like, some of the things there are.
If it's canon or not, but
yeah,
not
I can't say that because people will make references in this about things. I'm just saying. I'm not.
I understand. I'm just saying. Anyway, point being that Star Wars is one of the largest IPs in the entire Earth.
And I agree. My main
If you make a quality Star Wars movie, you will win at life.
I'm just saying, the fact that that number came out the way it did baffles me on the first night. The first night is all. I understand. My wonder is, are those people buying tickets for all three of the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or are all those tickets sold for Friday night? Because if that's the case, they're going to make some crazy record for opening night money too. Okay, let's say this. If they break 200 and get anywhere near 250, I don't think it's going to matter because I think they're going to automatically break daily records just to get to that total. But I mean, it's
ludicrous dollars.
It's insane to think that that's a possibility, and it's easily a possibility. It's extremely feasible that they're going to get to $200 million.
As I was saying before, Disney is bigger than it has ever been. They have made great movie after great movie after great movie after great movie. Not because the quality of the movies was always there.
They know what they're doing.
But because they were able to take an IP that had great stories and do them justice. And the last Star Wars movies, 1, 2, and 3, did not do the Star Wars IP justice. Now, Disney seems to be, they're taking it a little slower this time. They're using their noggins, and they're doing the thing right. They got a good director. They're doing the thing properly. They got good marketing. Now, this could be the best Star Wars movies ever. I'm not saying it will be, personally. I'm still thinking it might be bad. However, I'm saying is, if it is good, this is a great time to be making a great Star Wars movie. Is you could pump life back into an IP that has been virtually dead for the last 30 years.
20 years, probably.
Huge IP that has not had anything good going for it in any recent history.
Movie-wise. There were novels and things that were successful during that time period, but yeah, I agree.
Successful, but not mega successful.
No, because it's not... Yeah.
Not to the level that a Star Wars great story should be.
No.
Now, that's my point. Is that Star Wars is Star Wars. It is its whole... It has no equal in the field. You can't say, well, we're going to make a great Star Wars movie and we're going to release it the next day and we don't know what that's going to do to the sales figures. You can't know because it's Star Wars. Literally, it is one solid review away from just going supernova.
And the truth is, I'm wondering if and when they're going to have critics see this movie. They're playing everything so close to the chest, and I know there'll be like NDAs and things where they can't talk about it to a certain date, but I'm wondering, because like Fantastic Four, they waited till the week before because they knew the movie was bad. My wonder is, are they going to wait till the week before because they know how good this movie could be?
I don't see what that gave them.
What, wait until the week before it was bad?
If it was good.
Oh, well, I'm just saying because, I mean, it's just going to keep the hype there. Nobody's seen this. Everything shows. Okay, and you have to agree. You don't know if it's going to be good or not. But you have to agree. Everything you've seen, and I'm pointing to a TV, shows this is going to be an amazing movie. You've seen nothing so far that shows this is not going to be good.
You are correct.
And all I'm saying is the more people are looking into this and looking into what they're doing, running it, marketing it, the whole thing, everything is still showing an upward trajectory. With that hype, if they wait till the last second to pull the Band-Aid off and let people see this, then the hype is going to be even more real when they start seeing those good reviews the week of release. That's why I'm saying maybe they would wait that long. I don't know if they will.
I don't think they will.
But it's not going to be that long before it.
However, when did the movie come out?
The 18th of December.
Of December. That is a rough season for movies. However, it's Star Wars. Will that matter? We don't know.
Listen, my truck's four-wheel drive.
You're ready.
If it snows or
I
not,
am in.
Yeah.
Come and get me.
And the truth of the
I
matter
can
is,
walk to the theater from here.
I'm probably going to try to see that twice that weekend. I'm not even kidding.
There's hardcore parkour.
Well, because it's one of those deals, it's like, we're going to review it.
What days it come out?
Friday.
It comes out on a Friday?
Yeah, well, it's a Thursday night. They do the Thursday night show that are like
Midnight.
7 and
Midnight.
later. Dude, I'm in. I'm in. Well, it depends on finals. That's finals week. If I have a final Friday, I can't do it midnight Thursday.
What's that about? I can play D&D to like 11. I'll be in for midnight.
If they do but around here, they do weird showings where they start at like 7 on Thursday nights. And I'm like, how can they do that? Also, some AMC theaters are doing like a 34-hour marathon of all of them.
Oh,
all
God,
6.
I would watch that.
All 6. Now, here's the thing. I would buy a ticket and not show up till 4, 5, and 6 played. And watch those 3 and the new one. So I'd show up at like... It's starting at like... I think they said it was at like 9 or 10 or something one night.
What do the tickets cost?
I don't know. I don't even know if they're doing it locally.
Because that would be cool.
But to show up to see 4, 5, and 6? Again, though, I don't think I could do it because I'm almost guaranteed that we're final that Thursday.
Probably. But that would be cool. It was cool for the Dark Knight.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Or when we watched Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, seeing all 3 of them and then, well, the 2 and then that one. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I agree, but you also got to think, we would be adding another movie. I'm like, you don't like go to see 2 movies in a day.
That'd be a lot of sitting.
Well, you can get up and move around, and like, I'd get up and walk around too, but...
But anyway, so that's basically what we had.
Let us know what you think. Even if it's bad, and I know this is going to sound terrible, even if it's bad, this thing's going to make a killing. It just is. Even if it's bad. And everything so far, knock on wood.
My question, how much did it cost them to make this movie?
You might be able to find that. If not now, when it comes out.
I imagine not now, but at some point.
And I mean...
To put this in perspective,
will it matter?
The last major Star Wars attempt to make money was Star Wars The Old Republic MMORPG. Now, Star Wars The Old Republic MMORPG paid $120 million for voice acting.
Yep.
For voice acting! The game cost over $250 million to make.
Star Citizen money.
Oh, that's way more than Star Citizen money.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Star Citizen's all in like, what, about 100K now? 100 mil? 90 mil?
I don't know.
It's not. That's the thing about a triple, and this is a whole nother ballgame, but we're going off on another tangent here. A triple A game, we're looking at $250 million plus to make a modern AAA game. Grand Theft Auto, the newest one, $300 million. Now, that game sold $500 million worth of pre-orders, but that game cost $250 million to make. Star Wars The Old Republic, $250 million at the time, the largest outlaying of money for a video game ever, and it did not do well initially. Now, I think they've made some of that back with some of the stuff they've done over the last, what has it been since that game come out? 6, 7, 8 years. They've made some of the money back, but I think they've finally broken even with it.
You do realize
It's taken a long time.
the next IP that comes out is Battlefront.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes out in November.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm betting that makes a killing too.
Mm-hmm.
So, we will see. But
We will see.
tell us what you guys think. Do you think this movie's going to be good? Do you think it's going to make money? Do you think it's anywhere near where we're talking? It's gonna be very interesting to watch.
We will have no idea until it happens.
Yep.
And that's interesting.
But subscribe, share, and until next time.
Thank you for staying until after the credits.